Have you ever wondered why some laws exist? Some of them seem so bizarre that they sound more like a joke than an actual rule. But here's the kicker. Many of these strange laws date back to ancient times and are still enforced today. From regulations about what you can wear to rules about how you eat. Some of these laws are bound to leave you scratching your head. In today's video, we're diving deep into the weirdest, quirkiest, and downright strangest ancient laws that somehow survived the test of time. You won't believe what's still illegal in certain parts of the world. Let's get started. Law 1. The No Chewing Gum Law in Singapore. Our journey begins in Singapore, a country known for its cleanliness and order. But did you know that chewing gum is practically outlawed here? This law dates back to 1992 when the government decided to ban chewing gum entirely to maintain public cleanliness. While this might seem like a modern law, the roots of such strict regulations can be traced to ancient practices where rulers enforced unusual rules to keep their cities pristine. Today, you can only buy medicinal chewing gum, and even that requires a prescription. Imagine getting in trouble for blowing bubbles. Sounds strange, right? Law 2. The No Wearing Armor in Parliament law in the UK. Next up, we're traveling to the United Kingdom, where a law from 1313 is still technically in effect. This ancient rule prohibits anyone from wearing armor inside Parliament. Back in medieval times, this law was introduced to prevent knights from intimidating lawmakers. Fast forward to today, and while you're unlikely to see anyone in a full suit of armor storming Parliament, the law still hasn't been repealed. So, if you're planning a trip to the UK, maybe leave the chainmail at home. Law 3. The Don't Die in Parliament law in England. Speaking of British laws, here's another bizarre one. It's illegal to die in Parliament. Yes, you heard that right. This law originated from a time when anyone who passed away in the building was entitled to a state funeral. To avoid the hassle and expense, lawmakers decided to ban dying on the premises altogether. While the law might not be actively enforced today, it remains one of the strangest remnants of England's legislative history. Law 4. The beard tax in Russia. Moving over to Russia, let's talk about the beard tax. Back in 1698, Tsar Peter the Great wanted to modernize Russia and align it with Western European customs. To encourage men to shave their beards, he introduced a tax for anyone who wanted to keep their facial hair. If you paid the tax, you'd receive a token as proof of payment. Believe it or not, this tax law has echoes in modern regulations, where personal appearance can still be subject to workplace rules or even laws in some regions. Though the beard tax is no longer enforced, its impact lingers in Russia's cultural memory. Law 5. The No Whistling law in Italy. Heading to Italy, did you know that in some parts of the country, whistling is considered bad luck? In ancient Rome, whistling was believed to summon evil spirits or bring misfortune. While this isn't an official national law, many local ordinances still discourage public whistling, especially at night. It's one of those peculiar traditions that's deeply rooted in superstition, yet persists in modern times. Law 6. The salt tax in India. In India, the salt tax is an ancient law that played a significant role in the country's history. Dating back to the British colonial era, this law required Indians to pay a tax on salt, a basic necessity of life. While the law was officially abolished after India gained independence, its legacy continues to highlight the struggles of the Indian independence movement. Mahatma Gandhi's famous Salt March was a direct protest against this unfair tax. Law 7. The Forbidden Cheese law in France. In France, a country famous for its culinary delights, there's an old law that forbids the sale of certain types of cheese considered too pungent. The law, which dates back centuries, aimed to regulate food quality and hygiene. While modern food regulations have taken over, the remnants of these ancient laws still influence how certain products are classified and sold. So, next time you're enjoying a stinky cheese platter, remember that it might have once been outlawed. Law 8. The No Washing Donkeys in Bathtubs law in the USA. Now, let's talk about one of the strangest laws in the United States. It's illegal to bathe a donkey in a bathtub in Arizona. This quirky rule dates back to the early 1900s when a donkey caused a flood after being washed in a bathtub. The incident led to significant damage, prompting lawmakers to pass this peculiar regulation. While it might sound silly today, it's a reminder of how laws often reflect the unique challenges of their time. Law 9. The no stepping on money law in Thailand. In Thailand, stepping on currency is considered a serious offense. This law has ancient roots in the country's deep respect for its monarchy, as the king's image is featured on the currency. Stepping on money is seen as an act of disrespect. While this might seem unusual to outsiders, it highlights the cultural significance of reverence and respect in Thai society. Law 10. The only white Christmas lights law in Venezuela. Finally, let's wrap up with a holiday-themed law from Venezuela. In certain regions, it's mandatory to use only white Christmas lights. This tradition dates back to ancient practices, where white was considered a symbol of purity and simplicity. While colored lights are now widely available, some local customs still uphold this unique rule. And there you have it, a fascinating journey through the world of strange laws from ancient times that still exist today. From chewing gum bans to beard taxes, these rules offer a glimpse into the quirks of history and the unique ways societies have evolved. Which of these laws surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more intriguing content, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.